folks, Griffin here again. We are gonna play some Jund. Here is the list. Pretty close to the same list as the last couple of times. I just got back from Florida, and of course, I went to Florida and it was 90 degrees, and I caught a cold somehow. Probably because in Florida you're just in air conditioning 24/7. I don't. It's really weird that people live in a place where it's so hot that you have to have air conditioning all the time, but then again, I live in Vermont where you have to have heat on all the time. So, whatever. Anyway, yeah, list looks about the same as the last couple of times. Bitter Blossom, hell yeah. Huntmaster, hell yeah. Tyler's Tracker is pretty good. No Bloodbraids, hell no. We've got the only change that we made really was the sideboard. This card is not in your collection. It sure is. I just played it. You weirdo, Magic Online. Okay, Pyroclasm and Jund Charm. Been thinking about this. Not a lot of cards that really punish you for only dealing 2 damage instead of 3. The only ones are Mantis Rider, Reflector Mage, and sometimes a Boggle that can get that high. And so dealing 2 damage isn't really that bad, but you can get it down a turn earlier. Like lots of times somebody will play a Boggle and you can only Anger of the Gods it on turn 3, but you can Pyroclasm it on turn 2. Like Pyroclasming something on turn 2 will kill it more often than Angering it on turn 3 sometimes. I don't know. And the other thing is that against humans, the big why does it keep saying that? Against humans, Mantis Rider and Reflector Mage, they die to everything else. They die to bullets and will. They can die to pushes and Terminus Dreadbores, all this stuff. So you can still get a lot of action out of a Pyroclasm. Magic Online keep telling me stuff is out not in my collection. Anyway, we're gonna play a league. Yeah, hope we win. Alright, we are here for round 1. Hand is a little slow, but I think it's a keep. Liana's can do a lot of work, and Kolaghan's commands are pretty good. Burnos Tauros. I think it's a keep. Inspiring Vantage, Swift Spear. Not a good start for us. If we draw Fatal Push or Bolt, then I think we're in good shape. I'm bolting this right away, by the way. I don't play around with prowess. No, no, no. We're not about that life. Rift Bolt entered the revealed zone. Okay, so I think we're gonna be okay here. When this Rift Bolt resolves, Tarmogoyf will be a 3/4. We've got a lot of the tools that we need to win this game. Upstairs, yep. Sure. I'm gonna block. I don't think we can afford to take this damage. The thing is that now that they cracked the fetch land, it's a 4/5. Searing Blaze, sure. Like, we needed to block there, though, for sure. Let's get this Lily down and make them sacrifice. I guess, actually, Kolaghan's command might have been a better play. Interesting. That's pretty good. Let's see. I think the plan is going to be to... I don't want to wait for them for their upkeep or their draw step with the Kolaghan's command. I think we're going to tick up. I'm going to discard Liliana. I'm going to Kolaghan's command and get back Tarmogoyf and kill the Lavamancer. So let's go return a creature and deal 2 damage to any target. I'll get back the Goyf, kill this thing. It is actually a little better to do it this way. Drew a lot of basics and blooming marshes. We didn't take any damage off our lands this game. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I did want to play that land just in case I hit another green source next turn. I can start to go off with Scavenging Ooze. Also might just end up discarding this Tireless Tracker, so I'm not too concerned about it. Discarding this Inquisition. Time to play an Ooze. Because I can't get the Ooze out of Searing Blaze range anyway, because I've only got the one green source, I'm going to go ahead and play the Tarmogoyf as well. I'm not going to play the Tarmogoyf because my opponent is conceding the game is over. In come the Baloths. Pyroclasm might actually be good here. And we want to take out Thoughtseizes and Bitter Blossoms. Everything else is pretty good, so we need 2 more cards. Don't mind Murderous Cut, and I don't mind Lightning. There's also Duress. We're going to be on the draw this time. Yeah, let's try Duress instead. Maybe for when I'm on the play, I'll bring in the Lightnings. Bernus Torres. I just realized I kind of look like I'm in a raincoat, but this is actually a t-shirt. It's a hooded t-shirt. I think this is fine. We're going to take 6 damage off of a Goblin Guide, if they have it. Tarmogoyf. Okay, that was just about the best thing we could draw there. Inquisition. The good thing about having a land-heavy hand against Burn is that when they have Goblin Guide, they're pretty likely to hit you into what... Like, you're pretty likely to hit what you need. A whole bunch of the same card. I'm going to go ahead and take the Eidolon. It's their best play if they end up drawing a land here. And it's an enchantment for the Goyf, which is kind of a big deal. They did draw a land. So, here comes a whole bunch of damage to my dome. Well, here's a Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf. So that's going to put a stop to them attacking us. Would love a Baloth. Would love to draw a Baloth here, for sure. They also could potentially just Rift Bolt the Goyf. It's just like never really works though. As long as they don't draw a land here, I think we're okay. They didn't draw a land, so I think we're okay. Hey, look at you! We're gonna pay 2 life. A little dangerous. But we at least get to hit one of their burn spells that's in their hand, which is pretty important. We are going to discard Stomping Ground. Yeah. Let's see what they discard here. Goblin Guide, okay. So they could Helix us on end step and Bolt Bolt. That would be Lame, but they need to draw a 1 mana burn spell. So a bolt. Goblin Guy does it too. Swift Spear does it too. Okay. Fair enough. Had the Baloth next turn, but didn't get there. Pretty sure that was the right play. Did not work out. And I think that ticking up was also the right play with the Liliana. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I think the way it turned out, it wasn't, but I think in general, it's fine. Because if I had ticked down, if I made them sacrifice the Goblin Guide, they helix me. I go to 5. They don't have enough mana to play the Swift Spear and the Goblin Guide and the Bolt because the Swift Spear is what they drew. They can play like the 2 creatures, attack me with both. I block the Goblin Guide. I go to 4, and then I bail off next turn. But the problem with that play is that I am like if the last card that they drew, like the card that I didn't know about was the Goblin Guide was Goblin Guide was a bolt, um, then I was toast. Or if it was another 2 mana spell, a Helix, um, a Boros Charm, Skullcrack, and then they draw a land, then I'm also dead. Which I feel like was more likely than them drawing 2 creatures in a row. Hand looks pretty good. Not the greatest. Would like a creature. Ah! At the last minute I tried to swap out my duress for my blaming, but I forgot to. K command is super good. Swift Spear. Just killing it. Nothing fancy. That's a great draw. The one dress that I left in the deck. Love it. Ooh, land heavy hand. Lavamancer, Deflecting Palm. We can play around Deflecting Palm. It's going to be tougher. Like, Lightning Helix is 3 damage no matter what. But we've got Liliana in our hand. We can play around Deflecting Palm pretty easily. Play a Ravine and say go. Yep. Riftbolt entered the suspend zone. So they have a Deflecting Palm and a Mountain and a Wood of Hills. So ordinarily this would be like a good time to get down the Stomping Ground. I guess that's probably fine. All they have in their hand is land, so we can just Fatal Push this. It's a little loose. Because it just costs us a lot of mana. I'd rather spend this 3 mana spell. Even though I can't, like, play, even if I draw my Black Source, I can't play Liliana and Fatal Push at the same time. I still think this is better. For what it's worth, I think that it's really bad to board in Deflecting Palm in this matchup. I know people do it, and well, first of all, in my burn deck, I don't play Deflecting Palm, but if I did, I don't think I would want it here. From the Jund side, it's kind of like the way that I play. You know, you can play around Path to Exile, you can play around Deflecting Palm. Those are the cards that people bring in on the burn matchup. They're the kind of cards that get a lot worse when you know the opponent's hand. I need to put one more. I've got my playmat wall kind of thing here lined up. I need to get more playmats kind of along here. Opponent has decided to discard a wooded foothills. Alright. Yep, your turn. 17. They play the mountain. Huntmaster the Fells. That is a very good card. I don't think I want to cast it. I think I'm going to play something untapped. I think I have enough time. Here's a Helix. So the last card is Deflecting Palm. No, it's a Boros Charm. Okay. I'm gonna Fatal Push this thing. If we ever get priority, then I'll Fatal Push this thing. Bonk. Now seems like a great time to play a Huntmaster of the Fells. If they play... Okay, so they can't play a creature, and if they play a creature, our Huntmaster won't flip. Helix upstairs. Wow. I probably should have cracked there, but I think we're okay. I think we have... I don't want to play Tireless Tracker. I'm going to play Liliana Veil, get the Deflecting Palm out, and then start to go to town here. I could have fetched for an Overgrown Tomb on end step, but it's really not necessary. Let's tick up. It's possible that we could have... Okay, that's cool with me. That's also cool with me. Let's make you sacrifice that Eidolon. Sometimes it's like when I know I'm winning anyway, I'll think about like, you know, the right play is to do whatever is most likely to win the game. But in this scenario, I think I pretty much have a 100% chance of winning anyway. So like, what's the play that's going to make my opponent least likely to complain in chat? But and just like show them that we got this really sick top deck, but they were dead even if we didn't have the top deck. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yep, that was round one. Look back for a little bit back in a little bit for round two. Back for round two. We're on the play. I would love to play first. Hand is reasonable, but kind of awkward. We have a discard spell and a threat, but only kind of, and a removal spell. Whatever. Also, like, it's kind of awkward to decide whether or not I want to play, like, what we're playing here on turn one. This is a really awkward hand. I think I might actually just play Stomping Ground and Lavamancer. There's a lot of ways that could go wrong, though. I could also go get Blood Crypt, and then I could play Lavamancer and Bolt in the same turn next turn. But that's really awkward. Everything I do here is super awkward. I'm going to play Lavamancer. Definitely a weird play. We'll see what happens here, though. Okay. Don't exactly know what that means. Another weird. Let's see. There's a possibility that we have a... I don't know. I'm going to attack and we're going to see what happens. Something like a bolt upstairs happening here. This also could be like Valakut, though. They didn't do anything there. I think I'm playing Raging Ravine so that I can play Kolaghan's Command next turn if I want to. Still really no indication of what's going on here. It also could be the mirror. Stomping Ground tapped. So that seems to indicate Valakut. In which case, I don't really mind that I haven't used this Thoughtseize yet, because the most likely scenario is that I need it for Escape Shift or a Titan, not a ramp spell. But it is possible that I should have used it on a ramp spell. I guess we just say go, or... Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Like, we get punished pretty hard if they only have 2 lands or something. Titan, Bolt, Farseek, Bloodbraid. I think we're just taking the Titan. Playing this 3/4. Like, we could have taken Bloodbraid, but that'd be like a maniac play. Whoa! Not sacrificing? Excuse me? Okay. Taking 2 for that. So they want to bolt the Lavamancer, sure. Now a Farseek. So we know about Valakut and we know about Bloodbraid. I think I'm going to play the Blackcleave Cliffs and K command the Tribe Elder, make them discard. Target player discards, deals 2 damage to any target. Hiya, hiya. I'm going to play the Blackcleave Cliffs in case we draw Liliana. Not, not, not 100% sure about any of those plays there. They discarded Bloodbraid Elf. That's a little frightening. Here comes a Titan? No, another Bloodbraid. Into Farseek. Okay. So, still don't love our spot here, because this is just screaming that their last card is either Scapeshift or Bloodbraid. Or, Scapeshift or Titan. Liliana would have been great this game. However, if they don't have anything at all, then we kill them. But they discarded a Bloodbraid Elf to Kolaghan's command, so that would have been crazy. Uh, aha. Okay, you win. were pretty dead to a lot of stuff. I don't know. I guess if they had, they must have had Scape Shift um, in their hand already. I don't think they drew it this turn. So here's the matchup where the Damping Sphere over Molten Rain, or Molten Rain, Fulminator Mage really hurts us. However, we have Duress and we have Blightning instead. We don't want Bolts. We don't really want Grim Lavamancer. And not in love with Fatal Push either, but sometimes, you know what? Bolts are probably better than Fatal Push because of Tireless Tracker. Murderous Cut's probably fine. Yeah, they've got Blood Braids as well. I think we're good like this. Okay, we can keep this. What's important here is that we get to see whether or not they have Obstinate Baloth. They have Obstinate Baloth, so that's not good for us. We can take either the Farseek or the Tracker. I think I like taking the Farseek, to be honest, because we have the Dreadbore rolled up for this Tracker. So let's take the Farseek. Keep him stunted on mana here. Another Tracker, not exactly ideal. They drew another Bloodbraid. So let's go ahead and get rid of Tracker. We're just a long ways away from casting anything. Don't love leaving two Bloodbraids in their hand, but Wooded Foothills, I would have loved if I had drawn a different land and then that one, but it's okay. We're going to get Overgrown Tomb. Cinderglade, okay. A Goyf. I think I'm playing another Tracker because when I actually hit a land, they're going to go off. And that's going to clock them like extremely well. I guess I could watch out for Anger of the Gods. That would be pretty rough for us here. Search for tomorrow. So that means our Titan's coming pretty quickly here. But we have the Dreadbore for it, so it's not too much of a concern. That was a good one. I think that I'm going to get a Forest. Is that right? No, that's not really right. I think I want a Swamp. I guess maybe another red source is actually what I wanted, but it's okay. Go ahead and sack this clue. Terminate. That's cool. Now getting punished a little bit. But these trackers should kill our opponent pretty quick here. Bloodbraid into Tracker. Okay. Lily. I don't think we need a Lily. let's play. Let's sacrifice a clue. Lands are good. So now our opponent is obliged to block, at which point we terminate. I think I may as well just Dreadbore if that's the case anyway, because they're probably double blocking. So this puts them to 5, and then they play a Titan next turn. They could play the Baloth, but we have a removal spell for it. These trackers really went to town, but 2 discard spells was super good too. If you use your discard spells, wow, another Bloodbraid. If you use your discard spells to nuke their ramp, then they play really fair. It's just like, oh, Bloodbraid into something, and it's really not that tough to beat if you take their mana out of the equation. I think I like the list as it is. I think because they've got Tracker, I'd like another Bolt. Bitter Blossom's pretty slow. I want to be able to tempo them out when they play Trackers. Yuck. I don't think we can keep this. It's got Liliana. It's got Tarmogoyf. Maybe do need to keep it. Yeah, I think it's a keep. It's rough, but we got Liliana, which is the best card in the matchup. Here's a Search for Tomorrow. Sure. Not helpful. Kind of is, but not really. So, I guess we play the Goyf. We'll see what our opponent does here. Probably like a Tri-Builder. It could actually be like Prismatic Omen. That'd be a little dangerous. Yep, Farseek. It's good that Liliana handles pretty much everything here. Yeah, we're just gonna swamp. Swamp into Goyf. Here's a Search for Tomorrow. So they have a lot of lands. They have a lot of mana. Here comes Tireless Tracker. And land. Okay. Pretty solid. Ooh, that's pretty good too. That's not the worst. We get to take a card out of their hand, which I think we're going to need to start doing. Yeah. We can't very effectively stay above 18. So I don't think we're going to try to. I think we're just kind of going for the straightforward play here. This could be this is actually a little dangerous because of Obstinate Baloth. Let's see here. I'm gonna deal 2. We definitely need to get that thing off the table. And I may as well destroy an artifact. Because it's not like they're not going to have time to sacrifice their clues. So this just prevents a Baloth disaster. Yeah. Yep. So one, two red mana. Sacrifice a clue. Okay. We could gain. I guess we would need another green source. Maybe if we draw exactly forest, we could go up above 18 life here. But this is a Bloodbraid, so probably not anymore. Opponent's got a lot of cards to work with here. A Tri-Belter. Attacking. Okay. Don't think we're beating Escape Shift. So, if that's the case, what's the best play here? We could ooze, make it a 4/4? Or are we going to get a 3/3 and then they'll probably block with Tri-Belter here. Okay. So we can make an ooze and make it a 4/4. Not really the worst plan. I mean, I want to start hitting them with Liliana, but like we're still not beating Escape Shift if we do that. So there's really no point. All it does is run into Baloth problems. So let's play an ooze and make it a 4/4 right quick here. I guess they actually had Tireless Tracker in the graveyard too. I didn't see that. Okay. Okay, and now we're clocking them pretty good. 3 mana for a Search for Tomorrow. Are they just... Is it just Escape Shift with BM here? Yeah, okay. Sure. Fair enough. Not really a lot we could do about that. Because they had three other cards in their hand, it's not like we could have actually made them discard anything relevant with the Liliana. They must have drawn the Escape Shift and then, off of the clue, and then decided to play the Bloodbraid because they had 6 lands in play. Sounds good. All right. Ah, come on. All right. We'll be back for round number 3. All right. Here we are for the next round. Again, I don't love having no 1 mana cards to play on the draw, but I think this is a pretty darn good hand. Aha, a Shambling Vent strategy. Well, a red spell was about the worst thing we could draw with our all black mana. But maybe we'll draw... Ooh, maybe we'll get Ghost Quartered. Hopefully we don't get Ghost Quartered now. How about we play an ooze? Yeah. We're about to get Ghost Quartered. And this is getting pathed. Yeah. Darn. Yeah. Okay, good thing is our opponent only has 1 land still themselves, and we can bolt that thing if we want to. I mean, they could have another... I could play a Goyf. Like, The thing that's funny about this Leonin Arbiter deck is just that, I mean, they turned their path into Swords to Plowshares and their Ghost Quarter into Wasteland. This kind of still isn't the greatest. I don't know. Whatever. And they also are on a one lander. I'm just killing this thing. I would love to not have to worry about my lands and all that jazz anymore. So, play Goyf. I don't especially want to discard any of my stuff right now. I want to leave up this Bolt. Although any 2-drop that they draw and play is probably Thalia, but maybe it would be another Leonin Arbiter. They didn't path me, so that's good. The game has ended. Well, that's good for me. Okay, so let's bring in Pyroclasm. Let's bring in Murderous Cut. Let's bring in Explosives. Yeah, I'll bring in a Jund Charm. Okay. What's bad? What is bad? So they had Ghost Quarter and we saw Shambling Vent. We don't know if they're on the Eldrazi plan or not, but they are on the Leonin Arbiter plan. So I guess what I'm wondering is if it's typical for people to play both. Do people usually play both Arbiter and Eldrazi? Like the Arbiter Mana Denial plan, do they do that in their Eldrazi decks? And the answer is probably. I think it's safe to do both. Tell you what, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna go on the internet. Use the old internet. Eldrazi and taxes. Oh yeah, Leonin Arbiter is right in there. So is Tidehollow Scholar. Okay. So, what comes out if that's the case? I don't really know. I think Thoughtseizes. No, Thoughtseizes are okay because they play Eldrazi. I want to hit Reality Smashers and stuff. Inquisitions are pretty bad though. Just because of the way that you end up winning most of the time, unless your opponent gets stuck on a one-lander, because they use their only land to wasteland you. The way that you end up winning is through just the way that you end up winning is through card advantage, and you don't want to top deck a Inquisition late. Quagmire is pretty good. Arbiter really, really punishes us if they have it next turn. I also wouldn't mind getting a Blood Crypt anyway. Let's see what they play here. Thalia, okay. So this is going to be a Blood Crypt. Ooze is pretty good. I don't know, I'm not in love with it, I guess. I could also play Quagmire. I think I want to just play a Goyf here, though. It was a tough call. I want to get this thing established, though. Still can't block with it, of course, but... Eldrazi Tample. Displacer, okay. ooze. So now our opponent has up this displacer plan, but I don't know. I don't think displacer is actually that good. They could play Reality Smasher. They don't have one. We're taking some damage here. That's okay. Hmm. Not really looking good for us here, but the Huntmaster is going to help. Nah, I don't think we're winning this game. I think we gotta start chump blocking and then try and take over with Liliana. I think that's our out here. Yep, I'm gonna chump block an Eldrazi Displacer. I don't like it, but that's what I'm gonna do. Here comes a Thought-Knot Seer, which is fine, kind of because we have two Lilianas. Took Huntmaster. Okay. Ghost Quarter. Bolts are good. Bolts are pretty good. I think I need to start using my mana more effectively, though. I guess I could have made a 4/4 ooze. We're actually dead on board here. No, I'm not, because of ooze. So we're not dead on board. Um, we are dead on board now. Wait, do we have an exiled card? I do. I used to. Okay. Alright. Hand was a little slow and awkward. Does it change that I am on the play? I might want Inquisitions. I also don't think I love Jund Charm Pyroclasm that much. They have really only like Flicker Wisp, Sculler, Thalia, Arbiter that it hits. Oh, sometimes they play Lingering Souls. Maybe that is good. If I'm going to do one of them, it's going to be the Jund Charm. I'm going to bring in an Inquisition again. I think also Blinding isn't the worst idea. I might try some Blindings. Let's see how this goes. And that means I gotta cut something. Let's cut Tracker. It's a little slow. Tracker might be good here, especially on the play. Let's get rid of the Blindings. I don't think that's going to work. Okay. Very scientific here. Hand looks great. I think the play is going to be... They don't have any 1-drops. They play Vile, and that's it. think we're playing Raging Ravine. Who knows what we could draw? Want to get that out there. Shambling Vent, okay. Allergoyf. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play Overgrown Tomb and Tarmogoyf. Um, Burnt and Forged Tender. Okay. Well, that's a great Fatal Push target. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I could have played Wooded Foothills there, but I wanted to get this into play. Here comes a Fatal Push there. Okay. So as long as we don't run up against Eldrazi, just as Eldrazi Temple into Thought-Knot Seer, I think I like our chances here. Okay. This we can deal with. We're going to let it resolve. If they take the bolt, that's fine. If they take the Huntmaster, we get it back. Yep. Okay. So the hope is that there is no more removal. Ooh. I think we're still sticking with the plan here, Huntmaster. Just so good. It's like really good if they follow up with like Thought-Knot Seer. Yep, that's fine. Gonna go ahead and get a swamp. Oh, well, if they do Thought-Knot Seer now, then we're in trouble. Okay, Displacer. Not that bad for us. I don't have a Blood Crypt in play. I might want one. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to go get here. Because if we hit a 1-mana removal spell for the Displacer, we're in like super good shape. It's pretty aggressive, but I still kind of think it's worth it to make that play. Alright, pass the turn. Path, yuck. So we've drawn quite a few lands. Displaced our token. Coming in for 5. Okay. Luckily, we've got this clue. I guess I probably should have sacrificed the clue. 3 mana to do what now? Okay, right. Well, let's sacrifice a clue. uh, Sacrifice clue in response. K command. Sure. Got one more mountain in the deck. Believe. Let me just make sure I didn't exile it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that. And I'm going to do this right now. We're going to destroy this artifact and get back Goyf. Yeah. Problem would be if their last card was something really good. I guess I really kind of screwed this game up because I didn't even remember that they had Shambling Vent over there and the mana to use it. I was like, oh, they can't displace anything, so what do I have to worry about? That really kind of made this whole situation pretty bad. So I believe what we're going to do is deal 2 damage to any target and rebuy Tarmogoyf. Their last card is like another path. That's bad for us. But we got this bolt back. We have a Raging Ravine in play. Plenty of mana to do all kinds of blocking tricks with our Raging Ravine and our bolt in hand. Losing Liliana here. What are we doing? We're firing up Shambling Vent. Sure. Concealed Courtyard. That's all good with me. Yep. Not a bad one. Let's play a Goyf. And we can play the Lavamancer and still leave up enough to block everything that we want. I guess I could just bolt right now. That's probably a better play. I don't think I even want to use this. I have no intention of doing anything with this Catacombs. Let's just bolt this right now. Things can only get worse, right? The only bad scenario here is if they have Path and then they attack with Shambling Vent. But even then, I'm actually kind of fine with just blocking with Lavamancer. Alright. I think we've got the green light to start getting aggressive here. Push was pretty good draw. I'm not even gonna push that. I'm gonna let them gain some life here. Now, Reality Smasher would be pretty good for them, but I think we actually still deal lethal to them. We hit them for Xaxes. Needle. Well, might as well do this. Can we do it without... Yeah, they have lands in their graveyard, so... That's fine. Now, of course, they're going to name Raging Ravine, but still fine with us. Named Raging Ravine. You got it. Hello. That works. We are attacking. Let's see, we got Displacer, we got Sculler, we got Forge Tender. Let's attack with the Goyf first. And the Lavamancer. Get our opponent to 6. Play this Ooze. Okay, so that worked pretty well. That is kind of why you know, like I was talking about before, we didn't draw any discard spells that game. It turned out to work pretty good for us. Um, they had a lot of removal for our threats. They had removal for Huntmaster, removal for Tracker, but it was all good because you know we get value out of those anyway. Plus, we get value out of having all those lands with the paths. So it all worked out pretty well. I think I like this matchup quite a bit, but I don't know. If you're on the other side, they'll tell you that it's good for them. So I don't know. I think everybody just thinks that everybody thinks that their deck has great matchups across the board. So I don't know what's new. Anyway, we'll be back for round 4 in a sec. We're back. It is round 4. This hand, it's a keep, but it's not my favorite. Baron of Bacon. What if I played against Baron of Bacon before? Mulligan's to 6. We're going to keep. This hand is much better against a mulligan to 6 because of Thoughtseize. Cavern of Souls on a Human. Champion of the Parish. Grim Lavamancer was a fantastic draw. This is pretty bad against Thalia. But it's actually kind of not, because we get to kill the Thalia. Here's a Thalia. Okay, well. Alternatively, we could have, I don't know, just played differently. Push is good. Push is real good. So the question is, do we Catacombs? I think what I'm going to do is Catacombs for Forest and play Ooze. Feels like that's our best play against Reflector Mage next turn. Because either way we have an Ooze in play. Like a big creature. A Ziggurat. White, blue, red. Don't love it. However, I think we're in okay shape here. We're going to push. Yeah, we gotta take it. Our plan is going to be to get this ooze really, really big. So the plan is we're going to Bloodstained Mire, fetch a swamp, shoot Thalia, push here. I'm trying to decide if the damage matters here. I mean, Champion of the Parish is very likely to be a 4/4 attacker next turn. I don't really think that this attack step matters, like getting in for 3 damage here. I don't think it's important. That's fine. So there goes our Thoughtseize, which I wasn't really that interested in playing anyway. Just gonna go ahead and eat Mantis Rider right now. Get that out of the way. Don't feel like blocking. Well, there's another Thoughtseize if I want it. I kind of don't. Ah, this game. This game has been interesting. I can trade off with this champion, but we lose the ooze. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness. That is far and away the best thing that could have happened for us. Baron of Bacon, if you're watching this, that was so far and away the wrong play. I guess I probably should have gotten a stomping ground there. That would have been better. Um, by the ravine. Can't use Lavamancer right now, which is a little troubling. They really need to just have a Mantis Rider. We'll be in trouble then. But we get to go up to 5 here. White, blue, blue. Uh-oh. White, blue, red is bad. White, blue, blue is also bad. So it's going to be so long before I get to use, like, cast the Scavenging Ooze. So we're going to go ahead and gain our life while we can, and then I guess we just hope to draw a Huntmaster or something. Boy, the Lavamancer was pretty good though. Alright, we're Dobbs. Okay. In comes Pyroclasm, Jund Charm, Murderous Cut, Engineered Explosives. Out. I actually really like Liliana in this matchup. Sometimes I play against like Noble Hierarch decks and I don't like Liliana, but this deck has no creature lands, and Liliana is like your goal is to kill every single thing. So Liliana is pretty good at that. The Thought Seizes and the Inquisitions I think are the worst cards here. Humans. Gaze of Granite was not as good as I had hoped it would be in this matchup. So let's see if Pyroclasm can do better. I bet Pyroclasm would be great if we could cast it. I don't think that this is keepable, though. I think that this is really rough, but we get a Scry, so I'm going to keep it. Because we have a pretty good hand if we draw a red source. And I don't like the idea of going to 5. That's a red source. Blooming Marsh, go ahead. It's going to have to be Blood Crypt. We're pretty likely terminating whatever they play here. I think because Bolt hits just about every card in the deck. I don't love using Terminate to kill a Noble Hierarch, but it's what we will do. Now we know they have a Hierarch. And I guess there's really no reason for me to do it right now, but I am. I don't know. Whatever. This could be a Thalia. This could also be another champion of the parish and a hierarch. So we know they have hierarch because they added a green and then changed their mind. So that makes our Liliana a little worse here, for sure. It's probably just going to be right to bolt that thing. And again, we're just doing it right now. I don't think I want a stomping ground. I think, well, might as well get a stomping ground, I guess. Problem is I could draw another black spell, like a fatal push next turn or something. There's Athalia. Does it say lieutenant, maybe? Sure is. Pyroclasm would be pretty tight. Okay, not anymore. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it in case I draw a Tireless Tracker. Didn't. Okay. Let's go get a mountain, and then I'll play my forest and play Huntmaster. And we'll see if we can pick off some creatures. Again, note how much better Huntmaster of the Fells is against Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, than Bloodbraid Elf would have been. There's a champion. Thalia's lieutenant. So all our stuff is getting big. Not the Selfless Spirit, though. Huh. Okay. I'd love to draw some kind of instant here so I can flip my Huntmaster. Lavamancer's pretty good, though. I think the plan should be to say go, flip this Huntmaster, kill some stuff, have a big blocker back here. Dismember just kills me if they have it, but they don't. And I think the one to get rid of here is Thalia's Lieutenant. Definitely the most dangerous card here. That's all good. Now next turn I'll be able to flip my Huntmaster back if it survives this turn. Alternatively, we could face a Comball? Is that what this is? A Necromancer. Okay. Opponent being very conservative with their attacks here. I'm just going to go ahead and crack this now. I want an Overgrown Tomb. If I draw a Tireless Tracker, this will look silly, but that's okay. Don't really think that's what I want to do here. I think I'm more interested in playing... The Necromancer makes Liliana a lot worse. I think I might play Bitter Blossom. Costs an additional mana, so I'll tap this one, and then I'll play a Lavamancer with the Mountain. Now we get to flip. This only happens when humans die, so a selfless spirit can't make a token by surprise. Now we get to hope that they don't have anything, I guess. If their other card is a land, I'm pretty happy with their position. It's not. Looks a lot like a phantasmal image. Okay. So I wonder what they're going to choose here. Probably the necromancer. No, a huntmaster. Interesting. It is a human. Luckily, though, it can't flip. So they get a 2/2 and the wolf 2 life, but that's it. Getting in for a lot of damage. I think I block. I think we're blocking this. This thing is huge. I think that's a fine use of our wolf token. And we've got Bitter Blossom tokens coming, so everything's looking up for us here. I'm going to start picking off all their dudes. On upkeep here, we're going to target the Necromancer. Okay, alright. What would I like to draw right now? Maybe Pyroclasm. Problem is that would leave Ravager the Fells against Champion of the Parish. Wouldn't actually be that good. Yeah, but it'd be pretty good with Liliana. Kablam. So our opponent is probably trying to figure out whether they want to use Selfless Spirit or not. And if they do, then we shoot the Necromancer in response. So now the problem is that all their stuff is indestructible, and that's pretty good. But we're not really in a position to make a lot of trades or anything anyway. Basically, that was the worst thing that they could draw for us. Yeah, that's gonna be trouble. That is gonna be trouble, for sure. Man, was that a good draw. Don't know if I can actually survive this attack. We're blocking here, here. Yeah, I can survive the attack pretty easily, but okay. Can't cast 2 spells to reflip the Huntmaster. This looks like it's probably game over here. I guess we can make some chump blocks and live. What do we lose there? Sacrifice the wolf. Just going straight to attacks. I didn't do the math, but I don't have to. Magic Online has to. Blocking here, blocking here. Um, Killing the zombie. This isn't really the worst for us. I mean, it is. Like, we're not going to win, but you're kind of a 2-for-2 trade here. We would be very dead to a Keswick Malcontents. Not the Ancient Ziggurat, but probably. Here's another chump blocker. Raging Ravine, you're a little late. And we keep you, and we make you sacrifice. And let's see. Yeah, so now we are dead. They're going to attack with everything. We're going to block the Thalia and the Champion of the Parish, and then we're going to take 2 and then die on our upkeep. Okay. Ah, rats. Not that actually would have been good. Well, no, doing it for 1 would have been great. Okay. Next round. Let's see if we can cash this league. Alright, round 5. We're 2 and 2. Let's do this thing. Tannen 311. I wonder if that's Tannen Grace, the guy from Star City Games. Not a lot of people named Tannen, are there? Not a lot of people named Griffin, though, either. Hand's fine. This is a Keeperino. Opponent went to 6. Kept. Put a card on the bottom. This looks like another game against humans. So, the question is, do we Fatal Push or do we Inquisition? I think the answer is Inquisition. Mantis Rider on turn 2 gets out of hand pretty quick, though. That is a new wrinkle into the equation. Makes me really wish I had an untapped black source. So, alternatively, what we could do is go Blood Crypt, Grim Lavamancer. It's not actually that good, though. I think what I'll do is go Blood Crypt Inquisition. Yep. Unless they have 2 Mantis Riders, this does get rid of the Mantis Rider problem. They have 2 Freebooters, which are just going to die to my Lavamancer. So they get to take the push. We get to play Lavamancer Ravine. And then we get to start pew-pewing away all their stuff. So I like that. Here's a Hierarch, huh? So their last card is a Ziggurat. They have a lot of mana, though. That is for sure. So I'm kind of glad I got that Inquisition out of there. Fired off that Inquisition when I could. So they already only, like, right now would only have 1 card in their hand. K command. Alright, so it's Lavamancer, and it's Ravine. So we're pretty good against everything other than Thalia's Lieutenant right here. I guess Reflecting Rage wouldn't be our favorite. Mantis Rider wouldn't be my favorite either. Yeah, Doug, you got it. Champion of the Parish. Okay. I suppose I should play the Verdant Catacombs. My plan is going to be Lavamancer, that freebooter, push the Champion of the Parish after attacks. So we might as well play the Catacombs. Shipperoni. We're going to wait till attacks because of the Exalted triggers here. One thing to note is that we are wasting our like this is our best way to kill a Mantis Rider is at the moment is this fetch land plus Vile. It's bad. And they played the Ziggurat. That's good for us. Um, what was I saying? To kill a Mantis Rider would be Fatal Push plus Crack for the Revolt, but I don't think it's super necessary. Everything's kind of coming up Millhouse here. We can just like off both of their creatures. I think I like that. The other option is K command. But these Lilianas aren't gonna be very good if these hierarchs are sticking around. Kind of just want to get that thing established. And then we'll kill this hierarch if we need to. Main deck Lavamancer, pretty tight. Good stuff. Thalia, okay. Thoughtseize isn't very good. Let's discard it. I think this is a pretty good time to do a draw step. Alternatively, I could do it in response to the Vial. They're going to pick the Vial up to 2, aren't they? So there's pretty good chance that they just Vial in whatever they are going to do here. Whatever they're going to draw. So that's fine. Let's see what they want to do. Going to attack Liliana. I think I'm just going to kill the Vial with the K command. It's kind of creating some problems. Most of the time I just kind of ignore Vial, and it's just like, okay, you can have a Vial, whatever. But here it's like, kind of the only thing that's going to make it problematic is if we have Liliana's happening and a Goyf, and like we're killing everything that they want to play, then it's really not Really not a problem. Just get rid of that thing. All right. Pyroclasm, yes. Jund Charm, yes. Murderous Cut, yes. Engineering Explosives, yes. Thought Seize, no. And I want to cut a Tireless Tracker. Let's see how that goes. Not the greatest with Pyroclasm. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. It's also just a little slow. It's like the slowest of all my cards here. Sand's fine. Pretty straightforward game plan. Keep Baroni. Hopefully they don't have a Champion of the Parish. I would be pretty excited. Cavern on. I'm gonna guess humans. Okay. Jund Charm being an instant is actually pretty cool then. Hello. It's a good one. Everything costs 3 though, which I don't love. Let's see. Champion of the Parish, Phantasmal Image, Noble Hierarch. So next turn their Champion of the Parish is already gonna be pretty big. So I'm just gonna take the champion. I don't think there's really a good way for us to try and Jund Charm that thing. Just don't think that's gonna work out. I really wanted to take the Reflector Mage because it was the only 3 toughness creature. But if we don't present anything for them to Reflector Mage, then who cares, right? Hello. Yep, I played you. Okay. Alright. So 4th land would be great. Opponent is playing a Hierarch here. Vial on 2. Let's see what the plan is for them. We have 2 cards that we don't know about. Here comes a Thalia. Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay. And another one? And the image. Okay. So, tell you what that is. That is insane. Okay. Well, the Pyroclasm can kill one of the lieutenants. And that Fatal Push can kill the other. So that seems like it's the play to make. Yeah. Yep. I don't love wasting this Pyroclasm on just a 1-for-1 with this Thalia's Lieutenant. I wish I had like a forked bolt. But let's just go ahead and get this Lieutenant out of here. I don't want to wait. I don't want to do anything. Things can only, I don't know. Just casting my stuff. Just gonna cast my stuff. So we know they have a Reflector Mage in hand. This could also be a Mantis Rider, which would be pretty bad for us. I guess alternatively we could have made a plan to kill the Vial and the Hierarch. That would have been interesting. I think I'm going to use Liliana here. I know it's going to probably die to a Reflector Mage, and then a Hierarch attack. I think that's okay. What I really want to do is wait around, draw a land. Putting Vial to 4. Restoration Angel? What is a 4-mana human? Alright, alright, friends, we're gonna take a minute here. Alright. Thoroughly confused. How about a Lurgoyf? I think that's gotta be just Resto Angel, right? Oh, Hostage Taker. Could be a Hostage Taker. That's a little interesting. I think we play the Goyf then. We have just enough to Murderous Cut it. The problem is that it turns our Goyf into a 2/3. We have just enough to Murderous Cut any Hostage Takers that get played right now. They didn't. Did not play a Hostage Taker. Interesting. Then that means our Goyf is still cool. Now here's the Hostage Taker. So with it on the stack, I will kill it. However, if they top decked a Resto Angel, then that would be insanity. They top decked a Horizon Canopy. Well, that's good. Goyf is a 3/4 again. So all that is fine. Here comes a Thalia's Lieutenant, so that's kind of not fine anymore. Seems like a good time to get this Jund Charm down. I don't think I'm blocking, even though I don't love taking 6 damage. Their Vial's basically done with now. I wish there was a... I wish that was a sorcery. Kolaghan's Command could make... Kolaghan's command could I could kill the Vial, I could kill the Thalia's Lieutenant. I think actually a better play is to just say go. Yeah. I think the best play is to say go. Got a little trick up my sleeve here. It's called Kolaghan's Command on myself to discard Bitter Blossom. As long as there's no Mantis Riders or Reflector Mages in our future, then I like our spot here. Now, I haven't done the math. This is a 5/6. Bitter Blossom is going to make my Goyf a 5/6. I could kill the Vial and make my Goyf a 6/7. So let's destroy an artifact, and a player discards a card. Target me, target that thing. Black, red, 1. See if anything's going on post-combat here. Champion of the Parish. Well, Jund Charm looks pretty good right now, I must say. And I'm going to cast it right now. I don't want anything to do with any giving my opponent any mana, anything like that. But we deal 2 to all your creatures, and they'll attack you for 6. How do you like that, friend? So we went 1-1 against humans. We went 2-1 against our other opponent. Burn, we played against White Black Eldrazi. We lost to Valakut. Kind of expect to lose to Valakut based on the way that our deck and our sideboard is set up right now with the Damping Spheres. Did not get to showcase Damping Sphere there. Um, it's been really good when it works, when you play those matchups. I guess it's going to be something to see, if you expect Storm, if you expect Tron, if you expect other stuff like that, like that Gristlebrand deck, stuff like that, then then the Sphere is going to be really good. In other situations, not so much, and you do miss out on Valakut because you trim your land hate. That being said, like Fulminator Mage against a bunch of trackers and Bloodbraids isn't even that good. So anyway, that was a league, and it was pretty good, and we cashed it. Pyroclasm and Jund Charm were okay, but there was definitely some times where they were not at their best. But I mean, against the humans there, it was pretty good, and that's kind of the matchup where the fact that it's not 3 damage matters a lot. And it was still fine against Affinity, against a bunch of other decks, elves, whatnot, that play small creatures. Like the 3 damage compared to 2 damage isn't going to matter. So, and it was still pretty good, and it was definitely better than the Gaze of Granite was there back when I was playing that card. So yeah, I think I like that change, and we'll keep tinkering on it. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.